All set.
All set. Thank you. All right. We will call the December 1st meeting of the Common Council to order, and I will ask our clerk to call the roll.
Alderperson Grisham.
Here.
Haas.
Here.
Keen.
Here.
Lysick.
Here.
Ranke.
Here.
Rote.
Here.
Stefanski.
Here.
Vitale.
Here.
Weigel.
Here.
And Tenorio's excused.
Yeah, he's expected.
9 present.
Mark used for now. So 9 brings us to a quorum. Item D will be the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led this evening by Alderperson Grisham. And we are going to mute everybody so we don't talk over one another and lag each other. And we have several flags.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Now we'll move on to item D.
Mayor Devine,
Alderman Lysick.
under section 3.05, parent 29 of the municipal code, I move to suspend the rules to allow for the alternate order of business on this meeting's agenda.
Second.
We have a motion with a second by Alderman Weigel. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Is there anybody opposed? Okay, the rules are suspended. We will go into item E, the mayor's report. I have a few things this evening that I want to touch on. One is with the cancellation of the community breakfast of thanks and giving. The Community Improvement Foundation did hold a drive-through food drive on the 21st of November. It was very successful, and I want to just thank all of the volunteers from the foundation and the schools. And I see Alderman Tenorio has joined us. And I want to thank the community for coming together and helping to replenish all of the food banks in our community during this time where I'm sure they're very busy. The second thing I wanted to talk about was the Christmas parade, as you all know, has been canceled, but we do want to remind everybody that we have made a special arrangement with Santa and the city, and we're very lucky because this is a very busy time of year for him. But he is going to be visiting the city twice in December, on the 5th and the 12th. And there is information on the city's website as to where he will be visiting in the different neighborhoods. He he will be on his sleigh where he's very safe, but he did, as part of the arrangement for these visits, want us to make sure that all the families continue to practice all the safety precautions regarding COVID. And he wanted to encourage residents to wave to them from front porches or from their homes. And if you do want to go out to see Santa in a public location or from your yard, please refrain from gathering in large groups. And he said to keep one reindeer length apart from your neighbors. This coming Saturday, December 5th, I will be lighting the city's Christmas tree. This will be a virtual event on YouTube. It will have music starting at about 4 o'clock, and then the tree lighting will be around 4:45. One other thing that happened right before Thanksgiving, I wanted to just congratulate the volunteers and the staff at the Senior Center. Their senior meal program has more than doubled since the beginning of COVID, and they had a record-setting 96 meals going out. They were one of the first sites in the county to begin delivery this year, and they had been averaging 40 to 50. Well, this past weekend, they had 96 meals, and that also included 2 additional meals for seniors to warm up and eat over the long weekend. So I just want to thank them for all the great work providing for our senior community. That was really great. I believe that is everything I have for the mayor's report this evening. We can now move on to item F, which would be the alderperson's reports, if there are any. Okay, seeing none.
Mayor Devine,
Alderman Lysick,
I move for approval of the minutes of the Common Council meeting of November 17th, 2020.
Second, Haas.
there's a motion with a second by Alderman Haas. Thank you. Were there any changes or amendments to the minutes? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The minutes are approved. We'll move to item H. Items not referred to committee. I'll ask for a motion to send item 2 to the city attorney.
So moved, Haas.
Second. Keen.
Okay, we have a motion by Alderman Haas, a second by Alderperson Keene. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That item carries. Standing committee reports. Alderman Vitale, would you like to make a motion to approve the report?
Yes, the November 24th report from the License and Health Committee meeting, denial and approval. So that's on the motion.
The move to approve the report.
Yes.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, that report is approved. Now we will move on to item J, which is our consent agenda. Are there any, I just want to remind everybody, if there's items here that you would like to have discussion on, please, now is the time to call them out for separate action.
Mayor Devine,
Alderman Rote,
I would like to amend items 21 and 22. The account numbers that they are coming out of are going to be changed. And would you like me to tell you what those numbers are now, or do you want to wait? I can do it right.
Sure, why don't
They're
you
different.
do it right now?
Okay, for item 21, the account number should read 352.421.533.70.03. And for item 22, it should read 352-420-533.70-03. These are all budgeted items. They were just switched to different accounts. And I would also like to divide and refer items 34 and 35 back to committee.
Mr. Mayor,
Attorney Decker?
I would suggest splitting those into two motions for the voice vote by the council. The first one being the account number changes for 21 and 22.
Thank you. So first we will vote on the proposed amendments by Alderperson Rote. Is there any discussion on those? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Okay, so that is amended. And should we vote on the balance now, including the amended?
There was a motion to refer items, I believe, 33 and 34 to the license.
30, 34 and 35.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're
34.
right, back to committee.
Are you sure?
Isn't
That
it
should read 33 and 34.
Yeah, it was 33 and 34, I believe.
Right.
Oh yeah, 35 is an appointment to the Board of Health.
My apologies.
No worries. That's why we're all here. 34, 30 and 34.
So,
So attorney, do we need to vote to send those back to committee, or I just order that?
so the request was to move to refer to committee. There needs to be a second. There can be discussion.
Second.
It does take a majority vote to send that
Okay.
to the committee.
So we have a motion with a second by Alderperson Reinke. Is there any discussion on, sorry,
Yeah,
I just want to,
I would just like to ask the purpose of reasons to go back to the Public Works Committee for, further discussions. Alderman Road, there is any reason for? I mean,
I believe you mean license and health, not public works. And it's because this whole thing started to unwind about 2:00 this afternoon, and I don't think it's the place and time to be discussing something that's on a council agenda 5 hours later. So that's why I just referred it back to committee.
back to the License and Health Committee meeting I meant, I'm sorry.
Correct.
Yes, yeah. I said public work, but I apologize for that.
That's
and
okay.
there was a second by Alderperson Reinke, I believe.
Yes, there was.
Thank you. Okay, so on that motion, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Okay, so 33 and 34 are now sent back to committee.
Mayor Devine,
Alderman Stefanski.
I'd like to ask that item 26 be divided, please.
Okay. Okay. All right, anything else? If not, now correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. City Attorney, but we can vote on the remainder of the consent agenda with a motion.
At this time, Mr. Chair, a motion to approve the consent agenda items 10 through 25, as well as, I guess, everything but number 26, 33, and 34 would be subject to a motion to approve.
Okay,
I'll move approval of those items as enumerated.
Second.
okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Okay, that motion carries. Now we have item 26 before us.
I move approval of item 26.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion with a second by Alderperson Grisham. Is there any discussion?
Could you elaborate what that is? Because I don't have the agenda before me.
Sure, this is the resolution approving a 60-day extension until February 3rd, 2021 of a temporary moratorium on industrial uses at the properties at 331-333 South 108th Street and 100 block of South 108th Street.
Thank you, Mayor Devine.
You're welcome. Is there any other
Mr.
discussion? Alderman Vitale.
We refer that to the old Calder furniture, is that correct? The old building of Calder furniture, right?
Yes,
It's
Yeah.
part of it.
What are we talking about, right, Tom?
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
That's why I asked to divide it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other discussion? No discussion, then I'll ask the clerk to call the roll.
Alderperson Grisham.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Hey,
Keen.
point of information, Mayor Devine,
Yes,
was there a motion for approval on this or denial or what?
approval,
I don't
sorry.
think there was any. There was?
I thought it
don't
was
remember.
Alderman Haas.
Alderperson Haas and then
Okay.
Grisham.
Okay, so it is for approval.
It is
Okay,
for approval, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Alderperson Grisham.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Keen.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
Ranky.
Aye.
Rote.
No.
Stefanski.
No,
Tenorio.
Aye.
Vitale.
No,
Weigel.
Aye.
7 in favor, 3 opposed.
Item carries. Thank you. And now we'll go on to item K. And I'm going to ask if Alderman Haas can make a motion to, as Chair of ANF to refer these items to the committee on December 7th.
Yes, I so move.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Second by Alderman Lysick. You're just a half a second too slow, Alderman Tenorio. All in favor of that motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Is there anyone opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. That is referred. And we will go to item L.
Mayor Devine,
Alderman Lysick.
I move that we adjourn until our next regularly scheduled virtual meeting, Tuesday, December 15th at 7 p.m.
second.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.